So in the span of 2 years, the Rock's pirates committed crimes after crimes after crimes after crimes after crimes. Everything you could think of, they actually did. Everything they could commit, they did. And I'm here to talk about it because in the latest chapter, we got all of the crimes that the Rocks committed. Let's talk about it. Oh, and don't forget, before we start this video, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Oh, and don't forget to comment down below which Rock member is your favorite Rock member. Let me know. But in those 2 years, we understand that the Rocks committed a lot of crimes, and their crimes are 16 documented raids, 76 sunken ships, 14 ports reduced to ashes, 5 towns destroyed and wiped down from the face of the earth, then 1 nation completely ruined, and 3 violations of Article 18 of international law, followed with 25 criminal records that were quietly erased. This era could clearly be called the era of Rocks. And we don't also forget about his past crimes. Past crimes where I'm thinking about when he went to Marijua. So he climbed all the wall of the Red Line to get to Marijua. He gets there and he fights an admiral and probably a shit ton of Marines also. And he fights an admiral and he kills an admiral, then kidnaps 5 kings and then goes out to find the strongest person on Marijua. And that's him. So all the way to the flower room to see him and then telling him, don't worry, I'll be back, and then fleeing. So going out of there, jumping out of the Red Line and destroying a door of justice. And we don't forget also about when he stole some couple ships here and there, you know. And at the end, we don't forget about how he scammed even the world government out of actually getting Hachinosu, because he heard that there's actually a lot of treasure in there, but there's a lot of pirates in there too. And he was like, yeah, I'm gonna actually help you out and we're gonna share everything. But at the end, he actually helped himself and he left everything for him, you know, all of the treasure, because I still believe that the treasure under Hachinosu is still there. But when it comes to his crimes, when you think of the 16 documented raids, so you think of 16 times where it was premeditated, where he was like, yeah, we're actually gonna go and attack this place, this marine spot, this marine area, or this marine headquarters or something. So 16 times where Rocks and his crew were like, yeah, we're gonna totally wipe them down and win against them in a way. And that's what he did 16 times. With that, we're following with 76 sunken ships. That means that anytime he would encounter a marine ship on the seas, he would basically sink it. Any ship he saw on the ocean, that was it. That was their day to go and swim with the sharks, you know. And for example, in the latest chapter of One Piece, he was basically going against 6 or 7 marine ships that he totally obliterated, especially with having new gates in his ship, you know, with the quake fruit that he has got, the earthquake fruit. He's literally able to destroy anything on his path, you know. And so that's where you understand that any marine ship in front of them is not something to do. But then you follow with 14 ports that were reduced to ash. And all of these ports, I'm guessing that Rocks was trying to go to different cities in those 2 years, you know, around the world of One Piece, probably in the New World. And everywhere he used to go, any port he used to go to, he would destroy. So anywhere Rocks would go, anyone he would see, anyone who would maybe talk bad to him in a port, for example, he would literally just blast the whole port and destroy the whole thing. And specifically, when you blow up all of a nation, and when you destroy a whole headquarter of Marines or whatever, he will probably destroy the whole port with it at the same time, you know. Because at the same time, they say that he destroyed and wiped down 5 towns. So 5 towns maybe are related to a couple ports, and maybe by destroying the city he destroys the ports, or by destroying the port he destroys the city, and he literally destroys everything at the same time. So how strong is Rocks and his whole crew? I'll let you know in one of my latest videos that I made on the channel. Go watch it, you know, it's in the description below. Oh, and don't forget, like this video and subscribe to the channel. Go for it. Moving on to a whole complete nation that was completely wiped by rocks. We don't know what nation was actually wiped by rocks, but from the latest chapter, it just says that the whole nation. So I want you to picture basically Alabasta. Let's say he went to Alabasta and he destroyed the whole island, and maybe even sunk the island by how strong rocks and the rocks pirates were, especially Newgate, you know, literally the power to destroy the whole island in one blah, you know. Follow with that, they are saying that they have 3 violations of Article 18 of international law. Personally, I don't know what the international laws of One Piece are. If you guys know about them, let me know down in the comments below. But just this one tells me that 3 violations of Article 18 tells me that there's multiple articles in the One Piece world. For example, piracy must be one of them. So, for example, piracy can be one of them. Theft can be the second, and terror attacks or whatever can be the third or something violations that he's doing. Because right after that, we also get 25 criminal records quietly erased. From there, I understand that maybe what he erased, so the criminal records of somebody, so maybe he erased somebody, so somebody a criminal, and that criminal might be a pirate. So I'm thinking that he probably did like 25 Davy back fights against all the pirates he met throughout the 2 years, you know, or maybe even before. And all of those 25 Davy back fights ended up with him getting something out of that cruise ship, like somebody, like a new crewmate or something. And at the same time, completely obliterating the people, like the enemy, the other cruise ship, you know. So that's probably what he says by 25 criminal records that were quietly erased, you know, because quietly erased, no one knows about them, but they just got done with separately. And just when you add up his past crimes, for example, when he got to Marijois, killed the admiral, kidnapped the kings, went to see him, jumped out of it, picked up a ship, like literally stole a marine ship, went through a whole justice door, and then ripped off the world government out of getting Hachinosu and all of that. Literally all of these crimes, one after one, is even way bigger than what he did during those 2 years. So literally all those times when the Rocks Pirates were not a crew yet, and he was solo in a way, and then when he created the Rocks Pirates and he made people join and all of that, like when you get all of this list, you literally discovered that Rocks basically was the biggest criminal of his era. And that's why they also called it the era of Rocks, because Rocks was the biggest menace at the time. Even with Goldie Roger in there and other pirates and all of that, literally it feels like Rocks was so powered at that time that almost no one could stop him, unless until the day when he met Goldie Roger and Garp, and then we don't know what happened per se. But I have my theories, so tune in for those theories that they're going to be coming out in the channel, you know, at some point. And let me know down in the comments below which character of the Rocks is your favorite character. And don't forget, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.